What is up, Dingleberries? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. This time it's for Thursday Night Football on October the 29th. Game is going to be played between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Current spread is Panthers minus 2.5. Total 51.5. So coming off a nice week last week, hitting the teaser from the video here. And then my best bet on Sunday AM was also nice to hit Arizona plus the 3.5 on Sunday night. And then the Rams first half. So all in all, good stuff. But let's talk on the lone winner from last week's video, Bizarre99, who went 4-0 in last week's video in the comments to earn himself a Run Pure Bet shirt. He's a member of ours also, so you just kind of love to see it. And he grabbed his balls and picked two underdogs on the money line. Kudos, Bizarre. Shirt will be in the mail this weekend. And as always, we'll run it back. Comment below with your best 4 NFL picks for the weekend. Go 4-0 and earn yourself a Run Pure Bet shirt. Beware, though. You wear this shirt in public and women will start to drool over you. Just last weekend, I wore this shirt into a strip club, and the chicks were actually paying me for lap dances. It was crazy. All right, so been a while since we've done a little story time action here, so let's throw one back. Years ago, I'm working in an office in Palisades, New York. Now, there was a rule I lived by in that office. Our office had 2 bathrooms, much like any other office would, right? One for men, one for women. At 4:30 in the afternoon, the last woman in the office would actually go home for the day. Typically, if I was having like an episode in the bowel department, I'd hold it in until 4:30, and then after that last chick left, I'd use the women's bathroom. Now, you may ask, why not just use the men's bathroom? Well, simple. Peace and tranquility. Okay, no one's going to bother me in the women's bathroom. Also, with them not being in the office, like how would they even know? So this plan was in cruise control for actually a few months until one day it became an egg on my face. So I eat Applebee's for lunch with a fellow colleague, and all afternoon my stomach is having fits. All good though, right? Just wait until 4:30. Trust the process. At 4:30, last chick heads up to leave. Have a good night, Steph. See you tomorrow. And bam, I dart into the women's bathroom. Absolute disaster. Okay, it's like legit wiping a marker. So I'm all set. I go to flush, and oh shit, toilet begins to back up, right? Water starts to overflow a bit. Now the water and shit's at the top, so I begin to panic and just boom, flush again. Bad decision. Water and shit overflows through the bathroom into the break room, right? So now I'm in like a pinch. I'm kind of getting real nervous, like, oh my God. So walk of shame over to the president's office, and I'm like, hey, we have a bit of an issue here. I backed up the toilet, and now we have some shit in like our break room. It was at this time why I also questioned why a break room would be right outside the restrooms. But anyway, he goes, Jesus, Appersina, I'll call up building maintenance to look at the men's bathroom and fix the shit in the break room. And I was like, well, hold on. That's actually a bit of an issue because it's actually the women's bathroom. He goes, what's wrong with you? Why would you use the women's bathroom? I was like, well, it's complicated. But after 4:30, the women's bathroom is actually a free game. He's like, no, actually, it's not. Like, why would that be the case? I'm like, we'll just agree to disagree here. I don't think you understand my perspective, but we really need maintenance here like ASAP. So maintenance comes up and the guy goes, holy shit, a woman did this? I'm like, my man, the women in this office are crazy. I have no idea what these chicks eat, but this is just awful and downright disgusting. Anyway, so that got cleaned up and everything was good, and I don't even think... I didn't share it with the women, but the president of the company did, and it wound up being, whatever. A story that gets told over and over again at that spot. But regardless, on to the Falcons and Panthers. Play Falcons plus 2.5 bones, minus 110. What a nice surprise the Panthers have been thus far, though, right? Matt Rule, first-year head coach. Joe Brady, first-year NFL OC. Now draw the Falcons, who they just saw a few short weeks ago where they went on the road 23-16. This is kind of a different Falcons team, though, from a few weeks back, and also kind of a different Panthers team from a few weeks back. For one thing, Julio's back for Atlanta, and boy, has this helped Matt Ryan, who's put together 2 of his best games of the year back-to-back since. McCaffrey may be back for the Panthers, but even so, could he be 100%? Who truly knows the answer to that? The Falcons enter this game giving up the most yards per play in the NFL, but I do see some bright spots from this bunch recently. Against the run, this team has shut down 2 straight opponents in the Vikings and the Lions, and we've seen this the last 2 games where the Panthers have been forced to become one-dimensional without really a run game and struggled a bit overall, averaging less than 300 yards of total offense in both games. Now, sure, they do get some Swiss cheese here from Atlanta in that secondary, but if Atlanta can force Carolina into plenty of third and longs, Atlanta should be able to get off the field often. Speaking of third down conversion on defense, the Panthers are 31st worst in NFL, allowing nearly a 57% conversion rate on third down. Last week, the Saints were 12 for 14 on third down against them. The Panthers are a little better at home, but not by much. And now draw an Atlanta team who's converting 50% of their third downs on offense in their last 3 games. It's good for 6th best in the NFL. And this isn't a really good recipe for Atlanta to be punting much. But look, time will tell. Since these two met a few weeks ago, it is safe to say Atlanta has improved a bit and Carolina has regressed a bit. Yet this line doesn't say that one bit, right? Atlanta was minus 2.5 a few short weeks ago, most of the week, and then Julio gets ruled out, so the line swings a bit later to like a pick'em. But let's assume Julio was in and the line stayed correct at 2.5. This line now swings about a sub 6 points in a season where we agree home field advantage isn't really worth 3 points on each side. You have to upgrade Atlanta slightly in their past 2 and downgrade Carolina slightly in their past 2. For me, this opens up value on the Falcons plus the points. Let me also ask you this. If the Falcons don't blow that win on Sunday, which was quite a feat for them to do so, isn't the market perception a bit different on this team? If Gurley falls over short of the goal line and they kick a 19-yard field goal to win it, or if he still scores and they just don't give up 3 huge plays back to back to back, I get it, right? Would've, could've, should've. But I just think the market has a different perception on this team overall if they win this game. Because think about it, right? Then they're winning 2 straight games coming into a Thursday Night Football division rivalry where Atlanta's now kind of building their mojo for the season. I still think they can build some mojo for the season. Obviously, outside chance looking in for playoffs. But this is still a better team than this record indicates. Either way, really like the Falcons here catching 2.5. Now, I also have a prop I like here for half unit. Teddy Bridgewater over 283.5 passing yards. I got this at PointsBet in New Jersey, same place I got the Falcons line, and happy to go up to 289.5 here if it gets there. I mentioned how much better the Atlanta run defense has been, and Carolina's running the football with nearly no success in their last 2 games. This should script to have Teddy airing it out throughout the game against the league's 2nd worst pass defense. Also worth noting, all 7 teams that played Atlanta Falcons this season have thrown for more than 300 yards. I say that because the one team, because it was single quarterbacks in all of them except the Bears, where it was Trubisky and Foles who split time together and did together go over 300 yards. Teddy comes off seeing 2 decent defenses. Now sees a spotty Atlanta secondary, and we're getting a soft number here. Going to take advantage. So to recap, Falcons plus 2.5 and Bridgewater over 283.5 passing yards at PointsBet in New Jersey. Those are the bets I'm on. Okay, so let's talk on some Prize Picks action, right? For tomorrow night on Prize Picks, I actually like college football options more than the NFL, so that's going to be my target. It's 2 juicy spots from the running back position. Let's do a 2-player flex and a 2-player power play. Again, that's prizepicks.com. First play is J.D. King over 16 fantasy points for Georgia Southern. King is the lead back in this triple option offense that the Eagles run, which should give Southern Alabama fits tomorrow. He scored a touchdown in every game this year except for a UMass blowout, so expect him to hit pay dirt here at least once. And if he scores once, we then only need 100 yards from scrimmage from him, which he's already done twice this year. He's very tough to tackle, and Southern Alabama should struggle to get him down consistently, and he should be just eating up chunk yards. Second play, Ronnie Rivers over 18.5 fantasy points from Fresno State. This number's easily a few points too light. This is one of the best backs in the Mountain West with over 1,300 total yards last year. To go along with 16 touchdowns, he'll look to build on this and gets a soft matchup here versus Colorado State, who he just rolled over last year. Love the spot for him. So again, J.D. King over 16 fantasy points and Ronnie Rivers over 18.5 fantasy points. Head over to prizepicks.com, sign up with code PURE, P-U-R-E, for a 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. It is free money, folks. I don't know what you're waiting for. Head over there, see what all the fuss is about. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you've fallen well. As always, drop comments below with your thoughts on the vid, and be sure to post your winners for the weekend. Again, go 4-0 and you'll get yourself a free t-shirt. Don't be shy, folks. Post away. We'll have a live betting show for you tomorrow, as in Thursday, and I'll see you all on Sunday a.m. for the NFL breakdown. As always, folks, gamble responsibly and stay safe.